Hi, how you all doing? Welcome back to Pilgrim's Walk. It's episode 29 of 20 minutes of Plymouth Argyle chat. This week we're reviewing, of course, the Blackburn game and looking ahead to a massive week as, of course, the games come thick and fast, including midweek against Luton. Vince says, I'm struggling at the moment to see what Beidou brings to the team right now. The ref was poor, but it wasn't his fault that we lost at Ewood Park. We move on and hope for the better for the whole team this week. We're going to get these guys' views on exactly that. What currently is Beidou offering to this team, and is that post wrong? Plus, we'll talk all about Luton, who should start, and because we're getting to the business end of the season, we're asking our Plymouth fans here who deserves to be promoted. There's talk of Burnley not deserving to go up because they're boring. Sheffield United are lucky. Who do the Plymouth fans think deserves to go up? Plus, we're talking about the worst ever Plymouth kit. Stay tuned to the end of the video because we've got some absolute shocking kits to get your views on which one is the worst. Before all that, though, we've got Reece, Jaden and Chris back with us, fresh back from Ewood Park, to talk about briefly that Blackburn game. Reece, what was it? A leggy performance is the best way to describe it?
Yeah, I think a little bit of a hangover, a little bit of we've had two good results in a week, but also from the sounds of it, just Blackburn with a better side, and sometimes you get those games, you can put your hands up, dust it off and move on to Luton sort of thing. I think far more important game is Luton than Blackburn.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't talked about Millwall as well. Chris, you must have enjoyed that one.
Absolutely. What a vital game that was, and a massive 3 points to us. As I said on Saturday, just before we kicked off, if we're going to lose one, let's lose Saturday to fifth in the table. Let's not lose this coming Wednesday to Luton, who's our rivals, let's say.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's have a look at some social media takes then. Crow says there are going to be setbacks and we are still building a deep squad. They looked tired today, Jaden, and it was bound to happen with the high press he's got them playing. Relegation safety is not reliant on beating Blackburn away. It's about beating teams around us, such as Cardiff and Luton coming. Do you agree with that? Oh, we've lost you again, Jaden. Reece, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I think results relatively went quite nicely for us. So I think, it could have been an awful lot worse. I think if we beat Luton, there's no. I don't think there's anyone else playing this weekend or this week. So beat Luton and we're still out of that drop zone. So
yeah, absolutely. And Harry, of course, who's a friend of the show, says that Beidou is not very good. We move on to Wednesday. Chris, your opinion on what's happening with Beidou at the moment?
Well, not a lot. He hasn't produced anything. Considering he's best part of £2 million, you wonder what sort of stats did they use to buy him. I went up there Saturday, and once Ryan Hardy came off that pitch, we struggled to create anything. And we had three guys in attack, and to be honest, all of them were as bad as each other. You had Michael Baidoo, you had Beidou, and you had TJ. And we never strung a decent shot in, really, and we had chances. But those three, if we had to go the rest of the season with them up front, it would worry me.
Reece, is it harsher criticism that he's been getting online, or is it justified so far?
It's justified. I'm certainly giving him time. I think he was very much meant to be a Rooney signing. We were meant to sign him in the summer. He then signed 2 days after Rooney got sacked. He's playing a new country, new formation, all those sort of things. However, I think even when we signed Rami Al-Hajj and he took a bit of time to settle in, there was good signs that he was going to settle in. I've not seen a single thing yet. I've not seen a single touch. I've not seen him want the ball. I've not seen any effort. I'm struggling to I don't know how much longer I can stay optimistic with him, really.
And just on that point that was on that last tweet, Chris, about the high press that Miro wants you to play. If you've got the legs for that, I mean, where are we? 20-odd games into the season with a small squad depleted with injuries. So does it worry you that the way your new style is it's going to see you potentially exhaust yourselves before the end of the season?
Well, it does make you wonder, Mark. Yeah, have we got the players to fit how he wants to play? But the fact remains that since he's come in, we've gained more points than what we have over a long period of time under Wayne. So we look more hopeful of staying up now, that's for sure. under him with his new press and the way we're playing. But yeah, the players have got to buy into it, and the likes of Beidou got to step up to the mark, and he's not doing so at the moment.
Reece, who else for you needs to step up to the mark at the moment?
I think in the same boat as Al-Haj. I think he's struggling to sort of adapt to it. And if I'm honest, after the Liverpool game and when he came, did he come on against Millwall? Can't remember if he came on against Millwall, but TJ sort of, he seems to be on paper a real Muslix player, big, strong player. He's just not showing anything at the moment, and I do worry. Well, I'm concerned we've got an option to buy at the end of the season. I'm hoping we don't activate that really.
Okay. Yes, on to Wednesday then. Beat Luton on Wednesday, beat Cardiff on Saturday. The Great Escape is now on. Chris, is it no exaggeration to say this is a defining week in the season, or is it defining 4 days in the season for Plymouth?
It could well be, Mark. I mean, we've got two teams amongst us that we should be keep having a go at. I'll be up there for Luton game on Wednesday, and I hope to see a much improved performance than what I saw on Saturday. Having said that, we were playing fifth in the table, and we can't, deny that they are a good side, Luton. It's just unfortunate that who scored and how he scored, and we shouldn't have let him have that run of the play, really.
Yeah, okay. Let's pick the team then, shall we? Now we're obviously recording this just before the Luton game, so we don't know how that's going to pan out. But this was a starting 11, Reece, against Blackburn. What changes would you make, if any? Well, I see if we've got Jaden back with us.
Well, for me, I was at the open training session today. Concerningly, there was no Randall training today, which is a concern. I think you lose a lot of your passing ability in the field. But for me, I think it's if Hardy's fit and he can walk again, which apparently he can't walk today, but he might still play. Then for me, it goes unchanged from that team. That was a team that blew Millwall away. Yeah, for me, it's that team there, and maybe if Pleggy's back and fit, and he slots back in his centre back position.
Okay, Chris, do you agree?
Yeah, I would agree, Mark. The only change is I've heard it on good authority that Ryan Hardy, our number 9, isn't going to be fit. He's got nerve damage in his back and he's struggling. So with that in mind, I think the change will be Obafemi up front in place of him. And it does concern me that Randall wasn't as trained in the game today as well. I also went and noticed that he wasn't there. Midfield, we've got options to bring people in. We could even put Beidou back there, who's allegedly a central midfielder, more than what he is a striker. We could give him a go there. But yeah, it's going to be a defining scenario with Hardy not playing.
Okay. Please let us know in the comments what you would do if you were in charge. And of course, this time last week we were awaiting the FA Cup draw. So I want to get your reactions to that, Reece. When the Plymouth were drawn against Man City, your initial reaction was?
Very, very happy. I think that was a top Premier League side away. I mean, there's a money spinner for the club. All right, less chance of beating them, but yeah, we're not going to win the cup, are we? But I think, very happy with that draw.
Yeah, Chris, it doesn't happen like this sometimes. Usually we joked you get Cardiff at home, but that's a top draw for you, isn't it?
I was worried when we still had it, Cardiff in the bag. We had Burnley in the bag, and I thought, oh, let's not get them away. And we pulled out Man City. Etihad, new ground for us. 8,000 Janners up there. Lovely jubbly. The only problem is that we got Hull City, who's down in amongst us as well, 3 days later. So thanks for that.
Yeah. I mean, can you enjoy that? I mean, you'll enjoy the day out, won't you? But, City, no disrespect, I'm probably going to win to nil something like 4 or 5 and possibly even higher. Does that not concern you at all? You could have gone a bit further had you have got a Cardiff.
Yeah, probably, because I think the momentum, if you go there and get trounced, I can't see us losing that much because they are still going to rest players. They've got big games. I think they've got Tottenham again, so you never know. Liverpool had Tottenham just before they played us, and we got Man City. We've got Tottenham. Is that I don't know, not superstitious? I don't know, but you do worry that the momentum, but I think they'll go there and they'll be up for the game. But like Chris said, we've got Hull. Is it on the Wednesday? I think it is after. So
I think it's a Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday? Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, brilliant!
mad.
Perfect rescheduling by the EFL.
Brilliant. At least they've not put it on a stupid like a Thursday night where you can't all get there, which is ridiculous. Right. We'll of course preview that with a City fan in a couple of weeks' time. Thanks for that. The business end of the season is coming fast on us. We've got 13 games or so left, so we're starting to make some predictions over the next coming weeks or so. There's lots of chatter, guys, about the top of the table. You could probably care less, I'm sure, about it, but you have played all these teams, so I wanted to get your honest opinion about this deserving to go up. We know the two at the end of the season that deserve to go up with the ones with the most points, but based on how impressed you've been, Chris, with these sides, who deserves? Which two of them deserve to go up in your opinion?
Two. Well, definitely Sheffield United. If they can go up, that would give us a few more coffers in the bank with Michael Cooper getting in the Premiership, that's for sure. And my other team, mainly because when we went up there, it was a great atmosphere and the fans were superb. I'd love to see Sunderland go up.
Yeah. Fair comment. Reese, would you prefer to go up out of these four?
I think the realistic is probably Sheffield United and Leeds. I don't want the Leeds fans to go up because you'll never hear the end of it. So probably agree with Sheffield United and Sunderland. But to be honest, Burnley are just. They're going on about this, how many record of clean sheets they've gone on now, but how many goals have they scored in that? They've probably scored 6 and 5 of them against us. So, it's just not. I can't understand how their fans are sort of. I'll just be bored of it, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Leeds come to Home Park on the last day, I think, of the season. Chris, what do you expect to be on the line come the 8th of May, whatever it is?
Oh, I'd love to think we don't have to do what we did against Hull City last season, Mark. That's can you imagine it? And them coming down here, they ain't going to put out a soft team anyway. Are they? They're going to want points. Hopefully they'll be already automatically up when they come down. But let's not leave it to the last game. Let's get some points under our belt and let's enjoy the day come the end of the season. But we don't want to go through that again. Flipping heck, that was horrendous. Lovely when it goes your way, mind you. But...
Yeah, of course. Great day out if it is. Yeah, I've been there as an Everton fan many times. Right. Let's finish off our worst ever trawl through Plymouth by looking at the worst ever kits that you've had, and you've had some stinkers. Have you got any? Do you own any bad ones, or
I think I've got one on.
What your memory is?
I think I've got one on now, Mark. It's a fake one we had last season, and
oh my gosh, right?
Yeah, it was a third choice one. We hardly ever wore it. I can't understand why. It's something you might want to wear out in town, but you certainly don't want to play football on it.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at some. I
think that pink shirt was the most useless kit I've ever seen because our away strip was white, and then we had an off-white kit as our third kit. So if you couldn't wear your white kit, you couldn't use your third strip either. And it was, strange.
Here's some horror shows. Now, I did have the years that these are on. Maybe people in the comments can help out, but that's purple in Plymouth. I mean, purple kits are just a no, I think, for any football club, aren't they?
That's this season's keeper kit. That is.
Yeah, to be fair, Mark, that's this season's, but it's a goalkeeping kit.
Right, that's why I didn't recognise it. Right, fair enough. Let's go with it. Now, thanks, Paul, on Twitter for this one. Paolo MC84, big credit to you. He suggested these two. I mean, just the spacing of the logo. Minimal designs here.
We went through administration. I think these either administration or just as we're coming out of administration. I mean, the Curtis Nelson, the purple one there, taken in. I think it must have been in the changing room. They took that photo, and that was the promotional photos that season. So it says a lot.
It says a lot, doesn't it? A couple more. Some people say they like this one, Chris. I don't know what's your thoughts on this classic one.
I've got no problem with it. To be honest with you, it contains the green, what we are, the Green Army. The yellow, it's there, and we got a yellow kit. To be honest with you, it's our third kit this season, and again, I've got no problem with it. It's green and black, whereas the other two contained no green, no black, and just a tiny bit of white. So they were shocking kits, but these not a problem.
All right, okay. I think this is the one that you're modelling.
I might well be wearing that one now,
that's a shocker. Yeah. And then finally, I think this potentially is the winner. Yeah, we've got is it the away shirt from 17-18? I think we've got there on the left, and then the home shirt from 95-96 on the right there. Yeah, that home shirt. That's. I mean, I know it's green and white, but it's just so many things wrong with it. The sash, the diagonal lines, the tire print.
Chris,
never ever
Wembley, didn't it?
Never ever going to knock that. That's what we won at Wembley with. The only time at Wembley we beat Darlington. So never. That's a classic kit, Mark. Don't please ever knock that kit. Don't get wrong.
And what about the one on the left? That's it's a monstrosity, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a stinker. It's a shocker. Yeah. The sort of thing you was wearing training, isn't it? Really.
Absolutely. Right. Cheers for that. Thank you all. Thanks for all your suggestions, of course, as well. We love getting DMs on Twitter for suggestions. That's great. Do please drop us a follow and drop us a subscribe. We've started this now 29 weeks ago. We love making the content for you. It'd be nice to see us being recognised a little bit more as well. So do drop us a like if you've enjoyed any of the content on today's programme, or if you've got a worse kit, drop us a comment below because we may have missed some. Right. Well, we keep our fingers crossed for Plymouth this week. Luton and Cardiff, two massive games. Join us back here next week when Chris Reese, Jaden and others will be back to fill in the blanks as to what's happened and all your thoughts from those games. Good luck, you two. Enjoy your trip to Luton, and we'll see you in 7 days.